What's up, everyone? It's Greg, and I'm back here once again with another Legendary DXP Level campaign strategy. We're going to get in. We're going to look at level 2-1 this time. It is our first attempt at Nax. He is our new Mastermind for this next string of levels. We have to defeat him 4 times, and when the Master Strike comes out, each player must reveal a Magi Nation hero, or they discard down to 4 cards. It should be pretty easy to avoid taking that negative. The scheme on this level is Apex of Power. It is 8 twists, and with each twist, the counter will advance. For twists 5 and 6, each player will take a wound. For twist 7, each player takes 3 wounds, and there's no way to mitigate those. Twist 8 is Evil Wins. There's not a ton of strategy on this particular level because you only have Disarray the Sufferer. He's our lone hero that we're going in to defeat this Mastermind with. So one of the interesting things about it is there's a lot of potential for getting money, and there's a lot of potential for getting attack, but each time that you do one of those, it's going to limit you because with Sacrifice and Deadly Aim, in order to get that 3 money or get that 3 attack, you have to discard a card. So it's kind of like updating or upgrading cards ever so slightly. So like if you think of it in terms of guards or envoys, it's like 1.5 envoy because or playing 2 at 1.5 each, because you have to discard something. And what are you going to be discarding? Usually you're going to be discarding the guards or the envoys, because those are the less value cards. Maybe you'll be lucky enough, well, hopefully you defeat it before you get to that point, but it's pretty unlikely that you would. But, you know, wounds are cards. You can discard those too. And then once again, the Life Taker is going to be your primary source of dealing high damage. Is going to give you the most bang for your buck, is going to get it so that you can defeat the Mastermind quickly, swiftly, easily. Like I said, there isn't much in terms of strategy for this particular level, so just keep in mind the standard things that you want to keep in mind, I guess, for all levels. I personally look at it as, let's go ahead and buy money for the first few. Just buy those, and then use those to get the high attack cards, because you're going to need 8 for Nax. 8 attack to defeat Nax, and again you have to do that 4 times. KO your envoy and guards whenever possible. Not very many opportunities in here, but mostly those would come from villain fight abilities. And that's to streamline your deck and get it more potent. And then you want to acquire the Life Taker as soon as possible, so that you're able to again get those high amounts of damage, so that you can defeat Nax and or some of the tougher villains. And then just, you know, last tip, as always, remember to review the fight abilities of your villains that you're facing, because that could make or break you. Okay, so I'm going to have to go quickly on this particular round because time constraints. I'm on my lunch break, and I do need to get back to work pretty quickly. So I'm just going to jump right in, and I'm going to just race to defeat Nax, as opposed to focusing very much on getting victory points. So this is actually pretty beautiful. You can see really all the cards that I talked about pretty quickly and easy there. Nax, Lord of the Crimson Bog. Again, he's our Mastermind. 8 to defeat him. And then the Master Strike is each player reveals a Magi Nation, which luckily Disarray is Magi Nation, so no problems there. Apex of Power, just showing these off because I love the artwork so much on really all of the cards in the game. Sacrifice, I already talked about. Magi Nation. Don't really need to mention the card types because it is, there's no synergy in and among the cards in terms of card type. But play this card, you must discard a card from your hand. It is going to give you 3 money, and it costs 2 to buy. Deadly Aim, the attack analog, 3 money or 3 attack when you play it. And again, you must discard a card from your hand in order to play it. This one costs 3. Here we go. Eyed the Life Taker. This is the one that's going to give you the most bang for your buck because you play it and you get 6 attack automatically, but you also get +2 attack for each other Magi Nation card that you played this turn. Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. All of these are Magi Nation, so that is awesome. Costs 8, and rightfully so. So here's another Deadly Aim. We already talked about that. Dark Pact is another really great card. You get 4 attack because, you know, the reason why I say it's good is what I'm going for there is you have half of what you need in one card, and that's pretty great. If a card makes you discard this card, you may return it to your hand. So unless there is a villain in here that's going to make you discard, I don't think that there is. I haven't come across one. This is really the only reason why you would discard, and it's kind of defeats it because Magi Nation Hero, Magi Nation Hero. Okay, always moving, never stopping. We get 4 money. I gotta go with what I know, so I'm gonna go with that money first. Hopefully another sacrifice. No. Another sacrifice to knock him out. I have not enough money or attack. So, moving along. Got a Scheme Twist. Go for one of my doubles. Dark Pact, I think, is better than Deadly Aim, so I'll get rid of one of these. Another Deadly Aim. Let's see. I would have really preferred if another sacrifice had come out. But since it didn't, I'll go with a mare because, again, we're trying to get enough money so that we can buy Eyed the Life Taker. And then the other ones that I really want to focus on are going to be Dark Pact. Deadly Aim is a lesser version of that, is how I would describe that. Another Scheme Twist. So, not awesome. Already a quarter of the way through. And another Deadly Aim. All right, so I have 5 money this time. You know, I probably need to go at least one more on the mares. I would like to just kind of keep that in the back of my mind. What time is it appropriate to switch over and go mass on the attack cards? I'm not really sure, but I'm going to just do what I can and hopefully it'll all work out. There's another sacrifice, so that's good. But I won't even need it because I'm going to play this. And I'm going to get rid of this. And I will have 7 money, so I will go ahead and buy a Dark Pact. Although, is that really the smart move? I think one more time. I'm going to go sacrifice, and I'm going to go with a Deadly Aim, just because I have enough money to do so. Next time around... Oh! And another sacrifice. And that's it. I'm not buying any more money cards, and we'll see how that turns out. But I think I have sufficient that I'll be able to get Eyed pretty soon. And then I'm going to focus on Eyed and Dark Pact, and we'll get through it. So I don't need any of the money cards. Boy, a lot of bluster from me saying, oh yeah, I don't need it. There is something to be said about when do you buy a card versus when do you not. I could buy both of these, but again, I feel like I don't need to. If I keep buying these cards, it means that the hero count will go down, and hero runs out, then game over. Villain runs out, game over. And I'm trying to focus on defeating Nax, so let's keep this moving. All right, a lot of money this turn. There's my 8, so I'll buy Eyed, and all will be right with the world. Just show these villains real quick. Goblin Horde, we already saw, I believe. Fight, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. KO one of them, put the other back. There we go. That's a good way to get rid of envoys and guards, to really boost your deck's potency. Gator Bait, fight. Each player reveals a Magi Nation hero or gains a wound, escape the same effect. So, you know, it is what it is. It's easy to avoid, and that's good. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play the sacrifice. And I won't have enough cards in my hand in order to play both sacrifices, Deadly Aim, and my mare. And I need both sacrifice and the mare in order to buy what I am looking for, the Eyed. So I'll just go ahead and discard the the Deadly Aim, and there we go. Let's play that. Next time that I see that coming out, I am expecting good things. Not going to bother playing the guard because I don't need to. Raising the Stakes, Escape. This card becomes a scheme twist that takes effect immediately, which is awful when you're playing one of these where the win condition for the Mastermind is that we get through the villain deck and specifically get through all of the scheme twists. So that would just be awful. Let's see. I will have enough money that I can buy one of these dark packs, so I'm okay with doing that. Go ahead and just play it all, get my money's worth. 8 money again, so you know, I definitely am at the point where I have enough money, so don't need to do those sacrifices. You know, I'll pick up some Deadly Aim and some dark pack as we go along. Because again, we want to max those. Max that attack and reveal a card to avoid the Master Strike, which again, reveal Magi Nation or discount it down to 4 cards. I am, of course, going to do that. Okay. So play this. I have not defeated a villain. I have not defeated anything. So I'm starting to get a little bit nervous about how this is going to go, but hopefully when I start getting more of these attack cards in my deck, things will start working out for the better. I probably do need to get some of those Deadly Aims in here. But, you know, the Dark Pact kind of makes it so I don't need them. But anyways, let's see. Deadly Aim, and we will get rid of my Envoy in order to play that. Play it. Play it. Play it. And play it. So we have 9 attack. I can defeat Nax the first time. Let's see. Each other player reveals a Magi Nation hero gains 2 wounds. Oof. Okay. Well, thankfully I can avoid that and not take on the wounds, which would just fill my deck with yuck. And I'll move right along. Again, we're trying to go quickly. What are we doing here? That's the worst opportunity for the Life Taker to come out. You know, 6 attack. I can defeat one of these guys, which is nice. But I was hoping that I was going to get some attack cards. So I guess what I'll do is I'll just buy some attack cards now. So I can defeat one of these villains. And let's see. KO cards. It might be a little bit too late for my purposes to really do that. But, you know, I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to KO a sacrifice because I don't really need to buy anything. So that is, you know, it's a strange way of doing it, but it is making my deck a little bit more potent by doing so. And I think that might be it. I might go for this Deadly Aim, but I think that might be it for me buying cards this turn, or this round, because I do have a good amount in my deck. Where did I get this wound from? I must have missed that. Oh, because we've had 5. We have had 5 scheme twists already, and I definitely want to make sure that I don't let this turn into a scheme twist, so I'll get rid of that. I'm not going to buy anything, so we'll just move along. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to get a good amount of attack. I'll play my Deadly Aim first, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of a sacrifice. I can't play all 3 of those. Or could I? Math is hard in my brain right now. I'm going to go ahead and play this, and that will get me through. 13 attack is very nice. 13 attack, recruit a hero for free. I don't want to, but I guess I have to. So go ahead and take a Deadly Aim. And again, I don't really want to buy very much right now because we have, you know, not very many cards left in there. I still have 5 attacks, so I can go ahead and get rid of this other Raising the Stakes because I don't want that to be a scheme twist. And I'm not going to buy. There's my turn. So doing okay. Scheme twists are still such a kick in the pants. Maybe I'll go for another Dark Pact. I'm only gonna have 7 attack, so I'm still gonna come up short and going for the Mastermind. If I had another Dark Pact instead of one of these, that would put me over the edge. And that's too bad. So I have 6 attack, and I can't defeat 2, so I'll just go ahead and do this. And yes, I'm going to avoid a wound. Thank you for asking. Moving right along. Okay, so we're gonna have enough attack, so that's good. Play my Deadly Pact. Get rid of this Envoy. Let's see. We have fight. Choose one of your Magi Nation heroes. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, add that hero to your hand as a 7th card. So I'll go ahead and take the Dark Pact. That'll be a good choice for me, I think. And moving right along. So, 7th Scheme Twist. So, as it turns out, I just got a glimpse of what cards I have, so I don't, it was for naught. But this guy really is going to come in and save my bacon at the end. So, Dark Pact, Deadly Aim, get rid of an Envoy, Sacrifice, get rid of an Envoy. So, going from 11 to, boom, 25. 25, so 8 minus 25 from that. I have 17, that's 7 and 6. I can go ahead and I can just defeat them all because, seems like a fun thing to do. Yeah, that's fine, doesn't matter. Go ahead and defeat that. I have one, and there's our game. All right, not bad. I came in just shy of gilding at 42 victory points, and I was rushing on that one. So I just, I hope this shows you guys that there is a lot of potential for getting high damage and getting a lot of victory points. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have a better way of approaching things that's going to get you even more victory points, going to get you on the leaderboard and so forth. Love to hear from you, and I'll see you guys again in a few days.